Welcome to Mrs. Peach Thrifty Living. I'm so happy you're here today. I decided to participate in the Budget Meals Under $5 hosted by Brenda at Maniac Grammy's Homestead. Go over and check and see what she's posted today and what everybody else is. Now this is the beginning of it. I'm going to show you the rest of it. This will be well under $5. I have 4 potatoes in here. I just put a little bit of water in it, but I'm going to use peas to go in with that. It has 1 gram of fat. Sodium is 350. There's 3 servings in this can, and protein is 3 grams of protein. I'm going to add a little bit of butter for flavoring, and then I'm going to make a salad, and I'll show you my plate. I just put in my can of peas, and I'm going to put in some butter. I think that's probably about a tablespoon. You can choose how much you put. I had mixed up some flour and water for to make them a little thicker, but don't think I'm going to need to. Look at that. I'll use the finished on my plate real soon, like now. Here's my dinner. This would be well under $5, I know, for probably a dinner for 4. I have the salad, and I have a bunch of it left, and I just added some cucumbers and olives and nuts on it, and it has toasted sesame oil and vinegar, red wine vinegar, and I have leftovers cranberries, and there's my peas. I got them a little bit thicker than I would have, but that's good. Enjoy. I'm back. I'm going to do part 2 of this because I had a lot of my potatoes, and they're thick as all get out. That's potatoes and peas. The red in there is the peels. So I got the bright idea. I'd make soup out of it. So I've sprayed my pan with a little bit of olive oil, and this is going to be so inexpensive, and I have a feeling it's going to be so good. Okay, I thought I would go ahead, since I have bell peppers. You get them at Walmart, and you can put a few in there. And then I have onions. I also have fresh ones, but for the sake of time today, I like to keep these in. You don't have waste if you do that. So I'm going to put a little bit of onion in there, what you like in it. And I just see I'm going to have to buy me a new wooden spoon. This one has about had its day. I like it. It's a long handle. And let's see if you can see what I got in the pot. You can, kind of. So I'm going to, that little spot needs to be broken up. And I've got my heat on high. I just want to soften this a little bit, and then I'm going to add all of my goodies in here, my ingredients. I'm winging it, you guys. See, it's all broken up now. I'm going to show you this. I've had this for years. You see this? I don't even remember where I got it, but I sure do like it. It's very heavy. It says charcoal companion, and you can like put a piece of meat on it and set it down. I like to put it on my sandwiches. I put it in my put my sandwich in my iron skillet and put this on it, and it works. And it will cook a little more. So I decided to take some water. I'm going to make this into soup. That's 2 cups. Some of this beef flavor bouillon. See that? Hopefully I've got it there where you can see it. I'm going to put a spoonful in. I don't want too much. And remember, this has always got quite a bit of, it's only 10 calories, but it's got 790 sodium, so you don't want to put too much of that in it. Decided for seasoning, I would put some of this, let's see if I'm in the picture. This has been sitting here for quite a while, and I looked to see what all is in this Cajun style. I think we got this at Dollar Tree. Inside of it is dehydrated vegetables, garlic, onions, paprika, salt, and then that word I can't say, probably not good for you. So I'm going to just sprinkle some of that. It might make it a little on the hot side. Then I'm going to put, I love bay leaves in my soup. So there goes 2 bay leaves. I had about 3 meals on this, and it was so good. Actually, I think I'm going to save. And remember, this is the potatoes and the peas. It's going to make a good soup. I thought I would add 1 spoonful of the Pace Chunky Salsa. Okay, I put a couple big spoons in, and that's going to be my soup. And I have a feeling it's going to be good. Let's say that would be 2 or 3 big servings, maybe 4, depending on how you eat. It's hot. It's got that little bit of Cajun I put in there. Adds some heat there. I'm going to let that heat up, and I'm going to have some soup. There it is. This is pretty thin. I could have thickened this one up, but I think I'll enjoy it just like that. I got this bread at Walmart. Actually, I've ate on it, I don't know how many times. Let me see. You can see, I cut these really thin and toasted them, put just a little bit of butter on it. You can put some sour cream in this if you like. And I think it's going to be delicious. I'm going to turn this camera around, and I'm going to have a bite of this and tell you what I think of it. I'm ready to eat this soup here. And remember, I have the 2 recipes. Check them both out. That other was so good. I almost hesitated to make it another way, but I knew I still had plenty, and I'd ate it 2 or 3 times. You know, along with a salad. Now today, this is not a recipe that I followed, but this is hopefully to give you some ideas like, oh yeah, I could do that. I could do something. This toast right here, this was at Walmart. They were marked down, you know, those loaves at Walmart, the bread in the bakery. I just cut it real thin and toasted it. I like it toasty. And I could have made my soup thicker, but I think I'm quite happy with it, just like that. Before I take a bite, I just wanted to remind you, and if I say this wrong, I will write it right. This is Budget Meals Under $5, and it's hashtag. So be sure and no spaces in between. And you can see what everybody is posting today. And it's hosted by, she has a beautiful channel. She's from Maine, and her name is Maniac Grammy's Homestead. I hope I got that right, Brenda. If not, I will write it right. And so now, come back and join me every time. And I hope you just think of some ways you can stretch your budget. I know this, maybe both of these meals might have been under $5. They were not expensive. And by adding that bay leaf, I love bay leaves. I think they just add to almost every soup I can think of. I mean, you don't eat them, they're in there for flavor. That's a little bit hot. Just that little pepper. That Cajun just made a little bit of difference. It's really hot for me, but it's tasty. It's really good. And of course, whatever you like, you could add to this. Now, I had the bell peppers and onion. It just was right there for me. And I'll be dunking some of this in there and eating it. That's good. I hope you'll come back every time and join me. Check the playlist out. I have a glimpse of my life. That's my life story. And then the other one is about story time. Dad's family, 18 children. That's my daddy, number 4. And I have a book that my cousin put together that I am reading the stories from, and it's very interesting. It's back in the 20s, and during that period of time, I don't think there's any 30s yet. I think there might be some coming up that was born in the 30s. But it's very interesting. They lived in Oklahoma, and a lot of interesting stories. And so, with that being said, check out whatever I post. Lots of music there. And I pray God blesses you today. I hope you'll come back. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and just push that little button that says subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. You can press the little like, the one that looks like a little thumbs up. Press that and comment. God bless you. See you next time.